what's up guys, it's DJ. Welcome back to the game room. Today we are going to be finishing up the winter season. So as you can see, we've got a couple things left that we need to do. We have the event lab itself right here, and then we've got 2 races. Well, 6 races. We have 2 seasonal championships to do. And today we're going to do all of them. That's going to give us, I think, 13 points, and we only need 10 to get the Porsche. I think I have 2 of those already, so... ooh. But nonetheless, it's still fun. So let's start off with the Seasonal Championship Modern Classic. So we need a German modern sports car at A800. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go car type, modern sports cars, and then we need to find a German one. All right, A800. What do we have in store? So we've got a Porsche Cayman, which everybody knows where that's from. So let's just move on from there. We have the TTS Coupe, which I do love that car very much. We also have the Z4 M Coupe, which we could always go and retune that. I think I may go retune that and bring that back down to A800 because that was such an epic car. It drove so well. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. I don't remember what was part of it though, so maybe it's that. It says that I had the turbo and it's still below A800, so that's good. I think we had both those. That's all right. Wheel setups, we used that, but that's already well above where we needed to be. So looks like we're gonna go down here. Transmissions, we're gonna go with a stock transmission. Racing differential, racing springs and dampers. Also, I did realize what the issue was with drifting this the other day. I didn't have drift suspension on. Made a big mistake there. So now that we're down to a decent level, now I just gotta go through and find what we upgraded. It doesn't look like we upgraded the turbo, but I'm 100% upgrading that turbo. And I think we're on it, man. I think we are good. Yeah, the only issue is, well, we don't have the semi-slick tires, which, oh man, I really could have used those. Actually, we can use them, but I had to get rid of the turbo and I had to bring down the intercooler. So we lost some power, but I think it's good. I think it's good because I think it's good. Yeah. All right, so where are we going? We weigh more. We have less than half the amount of horsepower, but well, it only cost us $750, so let's go. So where are we headed to? Let's go ahead and select a mundo right here. Fast travel, of course. And let's enter the championship. Now, I love these championships. They're a lot of fun. Usually, they're pretty easy. I believe it's locked to highly skilled, so you don't have to do anything wild and crazy. It's just race, have fun, win your 3 races, and move on. All right, let's get it rocking, baby. Let's make this happen. How we gonna do? We gonna win? Come on, you know we're gonna win. The only thing I will say is the gears are very, very wide for whatever reason. I did go in and piddle with it a little bit, but I don't think I did a great job of it. But I will say this, the handling is as exceptional as I remember it being from the last video. Just so clean right on top of it. Oh, I love it. Just a dab of brake getting around some of these turns. Come on, push him out, push him out. Oh, it didn't work, didn't work. All right, hang it wide right here. Just a little bit of a brake and off the gas. Boom, get out of here. All right, this is almost too easy at this point. Into 5th gear and we are taking off. You're probably saying, DJ, this does not sound like a Z4. That's because it might be modified ever so slightly with a big V8 engine and a turbo. Let's go. All right, real tight down into 2nd gear. Yeah, definitely had to go down in 2nd there. Boom, into 3rd. Can you just imagine driving this thing in real life? How about you pull up to somebody? Oh, I'd be terrified. Into 6th gear at 145 miles an hour. Oh, but it ain't pulling very hard. Not that fast. All right, location number 2. I'm not exactly sure where it is, so I got to turn everything off. Oh, that's right there, isn't it? You know, this game has always sounded great, and it's always looked really good as well, but something, I don't know if there's been an update or what. About a week ago, I noticed that it looked really good. Like, really good. And now I'm starting to think maybe there's an update to some sounds or something. I can't prove it. I don't know if there was for sure or not. But I know it sounds so good. Cars are easy to drive. It looks fantastic. I am playing on an Xbox Series X, if that matters at all. Honestly, I think it looks and plays better on here than it does on my PC, which is, oh boy, that's, oh, use a little bit of help. There we go. Let's go, boys. My PC's got a 3090 in it with a 1000-watt platinum power supply and a 10th gen or 11th gen Intel i9 10. I think it's a 10900K. It may be an 11900K. It's the 10 core 16 or 10 core 20 thread version, whichever one that is. I'm not sure. Anyway, at 120 gigs of RAM, it should be just fine. But unfortunately, I still think the Xbox looks better at 4K even. Oh well. Yeah, the way this thing handles, man, it's almost like not fair with the rest of the guys. I mean, they are just back there. Oh, a turn got close on me. I didn't really see that coming. I will say, I think for the future, I'm gonna bring the gearing down a little bit. I think I've gotten into 6th gear one time, and yeah, it's just not doing me any good not to have those gears all the way down there. So I may pull everything down a little bit just to be more efficient. I'm not even gonna hit 6th gear in this entire race. Oy. And where does our last race take us? All the way over here on the left side of the map. All right, let's do it. All right, number 3, baby. Let's make it happen. I may have forgot to change the gearing, but we might can use it here. No, I don't think so. There we go. Thanks for letting me use the side of your car there. And everybody braking into 5th gear, heading around this corner. Take it a little bit easy. That was a little bit tight. Using all of the available track. Did not need to brake there. But looks like we're going to fly into first. Got him! All right, well, that shouldn't be too... It should be... Oh, hard on the brakes right here. Hard on the brakes. Did not need to go down to 1st gear, but we did. Not a clean race, but we are in 1st, so who cares? Into 6th, all right. But we are pretty low in 6th gear overall, and I just don't think it's going to be worth it. I believe it maxes out. I think it's like 173, I think is what I got it maxed out at. Can't remember completely. I should probably know more about this car than I do. Going uphill, are we going to be able to use 6th gear going uphill? Not likely. 145 is where it kicks over. 42. Nah, I'm gonna have to put it down a gear. Boo. Whatever. There's our 5 points. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we got a new Porsche. All right, now we need to move on a little bit because we've got more to do. We have the Seasonal Championship Road Show. So this one we need German modern supercars. The car in there is not the... Oh, it's... That's a new one. All right, so German modern sports soup. Hang on. All right, my cars, modern supercars, filtered by country, and we want S1, preferably the top of S1, but I don't think we have one. So what do? There's quite a few cars here to choose from. I think I'm gonna go with an R8 or the i8. I'm kind of back and forth between the two. So the interesting thing is obviously the i8 is an electric car that has, I think it's got with a 3-cylinder or something like that that kind of helps propel it when it needs to. It's only got 357 horsepower opposed to the 610 horsepower that you've got in the V10. But the torque is actually more in the electric, as you would expect. And it weighs less already, and we have more room to play with. So you know what? I think I'm gonna go i8. Arrgh. Now we gotta make it pretty. I would have to say that's probably pretty enough. Doesn't look too bad. It's definitely not the best livery I've ever seen on a car, but you know what? I like that it's got the colors on there, and I like that it's got the M badging, so that's cool with me. Now we need to get this thing on up there and make it race spec. So we can do some pretty intensive stuff here. We can make it go, or at least replace the engine that's in there. With the 3-liter V8. I think that's what we're going to go with. We could also mess with the Audi, go with the 5-liter V10 as well. That may be kind of funny. All right, I went with the 5-liter V10, and now we get to choose what kind of push do we want. I think turbo, duh. All-wheel drive is a necessity, at least with my style of driving. We do want aero because this is going to be a road race, so the best aero that we can get. Wheels, going all the way with that, going with the Semi Slicks, and we're going to go fat chunky tires. Push those wheels all the way out, get the most road surface as possible, make it look like a race car by putting on some racing wheel looking things. Of course, we've got to go with the best clutch that we could possibly get a hold of. We want to go with a racing transmission as well, 6-speed, hopefully. Racing diff, as always. Best brakes that money could buy. Definitely need to go with a race suspension. That's going to help a lot. The thing that I don't understand why they don't really add or subtract anything, but they do so much for you, is your anti-roll bars. Just get them. Probably would not hurt to get some weight reduction. However, that does bump us up a lot. One of the great things is, though, with this, we get tons of stuff. So we go up in handling by 2 points. We go up 1.5 points in acceleration, almost 2 points in launch, and another 0.4 in braking. I think we go full maxed out weight reduction. And then from here, we just want to see what we could do. We've got a full turbo, and that's honestly going to be perfectly fine for me. And now I just need to find that 1 point. Give me that, just 1 point. Found it. 6 horsepower coming from the valves. And we get another 10 horsepower by going with a better intercooler. Yes, it does add weight, but we get more power, so who cares? Perhaps some custom tuning to help me a little bit. Where are my gears? There's top speed at 208. It's not going to get 202. Look at that. Yeah, you have the same rating no matter what I do. So I'm just going to keep messing with this until it hits that very top of 20 whatever. Yeah, it's perfectly fine right there. We do want to mess with the diff a little bit, but it's already on 70, and I'm happy with that. I do want to try just a little bit. Oh. Yeah, she goes. And I'm not doing it justice, but it's sticking to the road pretty well. Oh, that part's off-road. All right, well, let's move on. Let's do it. Canyon sprint. Count me in. Ooh, it does look good though, man. Does it not? Ooh. All right, so it looks like we've got at least another i8 to go against, but I think we're going to be doing just fine. Let's see what else we've got to race against. See, we got the i8 on there. Yay! I'm gonna have to pay attention a little bit. We do have some Porsche, yeah, running into me as per usual. Porsche, kind of the Ford of Germany. They do like to crash. And I am already into my 6th gear, which is pretty dangerous considering that we've got a lot more to go. Oh, maybe I should have gone for a 7-speed. She is agile, I'll give her that. And we're gone. Ain't nobody keeping up now. So we are into 6th gear and we are getting dangerously close to my theoretical top speed, which is absolutely terrifying. Yeah, it's definitely geared pretty hot. We are staying in 4th gear, going around a lot of the turns on this lap. Actually down in a 5th gear right there. Yeah, we'll leave it, why not? We've got enough torque to just do the job. And honestly, I think that's where this car shines, is the torque. You put your foot down and it just starts to accelerate. If you lose grip, gun it, and it's like, oh, yeah, grip, I know what that is. It ain't bad, man. All right. Tight turn right here. We're gonna go down in a 2nd, and we're gonna baby it and through. Probably could have done that in 3rd, and probably should have done that in 3rd as well. Yeah, 5th and 6th gear just a little bit too long with the way that it's set up. So what we may do is go in and tweak 5th and 6th gear a little bit, shorten those up a little bit, which will in turn make the other gears much longer for us. Because some of these very, very high speed turns like that one. You know, I complain though, it's driving fine. I'm just not quite used to it. All right, how much did we whoop that butt? By 4 seconds. All right, let's try and tweak this just a little bit. Let's go into tuning, let's go into gearing. Yeah, as you can see, 5th and 6th are just a little bit long. They're just a little bit long. Our top speed has definitely gone up. I thought it was like 180. It's not. Yeah, maybe 5th gear just a little bit shorter. About like in there, yeah, something like that. 6th gear, a little bit shorter there. I don't know much about gearing. I just know that the way that I drive and how that works, I know when I should be changing gears, especially in a 6-speed. And this one was just a little bit awkward. And that's actually going to help because this race right here is a bunch of low-speed, fast corners. So, I say low-speed, shut up, you know what I mean? The Chihuahua Circuit. Yeah, let's do it. All right, how's it going to go? How's it going to go? 1st gear is still way too short, but hey, we're finally able to go down into 3rd. All right, let's see how we do here. Keep it in fourth, keep it in fourth. Nice, nice. Dab of the brakes, leave it in fourth. Probably could have gone down into third there, but didn't need to. Yeah, it's the, man, I tell you what, it's the torque. There's a lot of Aldi up here. All right, down into third. Let's see how we do with a tight, nope, second gear for sure. Need that extra little push. Yes, Aldi. Oy, oy, oy. I'm just gonna use some of them as barriers and see if that helps. Bye, dude. Oh no, yeah. Now I'm very aware that I'm not the best driver on earth, but I do my best, and that's all that matters, right? I think so. All right, now that we're into first, we're in lap 2. I think we could probably baby it just a little bit now, taking our time and being very careful. Still, the thing that is shocking me the most is the amount of torque that this thing has. It just puts the power down. Yeah! There's something I learned in the last lap. Leave it in third going through that corner, and it's much easier. It is very technical. I do like this, the Chihuahua circuit. Do like it. And across the line. All right. One more race to go. We got to spin 125. Not bad. Speaking of spins, we got a couple other spins as well. What's the news? Whatever, nobody cares. I do have 3 super wheel spins. Let's pop them and see what we get. 10, 50, 200. Okay. 260. Not bad there. Car 125. Okay, so 140,000 in a car. I'll keep it or sell it, whatever. And the worst one yet. Oof. All right, where's our last race at? I was not paying attention when it told me where it was. Found it. Probably went past it 2 or 3 times. All right, this is our last race, and I think it's probably gonna be the last race of the video as well. I've been recording for 42 minutes now. I know the video's not gonna be that long, but I'm ready to stand up. Did not need to go down into 6th gear when I did, but holy cow, is it handling it just fine. All right, and on the brakes, bring it down into 4th and leave it in 4th. Don't go down into 3rd. Save me some time from shifting gears. There goes one guy. Oh, it's all Porsche at the beginning of this one. Look at this, 1-2 Porsche. I was not expecting that. And I bet they weren't either. Number 1 BMW. Into 6th gear to 171 miles an hour, but down into 4th. Again, this engine is just torque city. I've mentioned it over and over and over again, but it just keeps pulling. All right, let's see how we can do on this straightaway right here. Well, straight-ish away enough-ish. All right, don't do it. Don't let off. 171. Into 3rd. No, against the wall. And down into 4th. One thing I'm gonna try and do over the next week or 2 is I'm gonna try and put together a video of trying different Forza Horizon 5 modes using a wheel versus with a controller. So I've got the wheels set up over there. It would have to be on PC because the wheel that I've got, at least that's set up the way that I would want it to be, that is on PlayStation 5 and PC only. So I think what we could probably do is try like drifting and off-road racing, maybe like a rally or something like that, with of course road racing and everything. But the thing would be is using manual there. So I've got the paddle shifters and I've got a gear shift. So if we can keep everything 6th gear, which I think we've got full control over pretty much everything in the game, we could easily do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. It would definitely be different, at least different from what I've done. Most of what I do is racing and just doing the daily stuff or the weekly stuff and having fun with you guys. But that would be something completely different. That would be a lot of fun. I don't know. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Let me know. And across the line. Ooh, well, at least at the time of recording this video, nice, I got a car. Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase just started, so I think what I'm gonna have to do is take off so I can go watch that. But I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. If you did, drop a like on it, get subscribed if you're new, join the GoHam fam, make sure notification bells are on as well. That way, if I post a video, you will always know about it. We've got 2 brand new cars, and you will hopefully have a great afternoon, day, weekend, whatever you're doing. We'll see you later. Peace.